What's up guys, welcome back to the Tech YouTube channel. On today's video, we're going to be looking at all the new features and updates of the Tesla Cybertruck. So stay tuned until after the intro. Okay, so the Tesla Cybertruck was first announced 4 years ago in 2019. And now at the end, the delivery event was November of this year, 2023, and now they're finally going out for deliveries going into 2024, except for one model which won't be released until 2025. But we do have two models that will finally be going out into delivery, which are the two most expensive ones. I believe it was the all-wheel drive and the Peace version. So those will be delivering coming this year. So we'll be talking about the features of all the stuff for the Cybertruck and all the models. So when they was first announcing it in the delivery event, it was brought out that it'll be more truck than truck, but more sports car than sports car. So let's talk about what makes it a good truck, what makes it a good sports car, and what would make it just a Cybertruck. So let's get into it. First, let's talk about what makes it a good truck. Event. So some of the stuff we brought up was like, now it has an 11,000 towing capacity, which is impressive for an electric car. Any pickup truck, that's a good amount to pull, 11,000. But at the same time, pulling that much, although it's a truck and it is a big electric car, but still pulling that much would make your battery go out, I'm pretty sure, pretty fast. But it is there if you ever need to pull 11,000 pounds of anything, maybe towing another car, towing something. You could do it. It also has adaptive suspension, which any good truck should have. It has 12 to 17 inch clearance. And since it's adaptive suspension, it could go down and up. You could do it manually, or it could do it like automatically depending on like your terrain. But it does have like 12 to 17 inch clearance. So it could go higher or lower, and is adaptive. It also has a 6 by 4 foot bed, so it's 6 inches long. 6 feet long by 4 feet wide, with a 2,500 pound payload. So you could store all that stuff in the back. So it is like, since it doesn't have like a trunk, and it does have a front trunk, but that is pretty small. So a lot of your storage probably will be going in your 6 by 4 foot bed, and it can hold a lot without like weighing it down. But yeah, it can hold up to 2,500 pounds of payload or your storage. It has a 76 cubic feet of storage, but if you took down the back seats, you get 54 more feet of cubic storage. So 67 standard in the back, and then you take down your back seats, then you have 54 more feet of cubic space and storage, so you can store more stuff. And like I said, if you ever need to store a lot of stuff, it probably will be in that back area, seeing as the front trunk isn't really all that big. So yeah, that's the storage for the back. It also has two 120 watt chargers in the bed of the truck, and then it has one 240 watt charger in the back. So you can literally power anything that you need straight from the back. You could sit there, charge a computer, you could power your tools if you're on a job site. You can even power your house with 11.5 watts if that's what you needed to do. Or you can even charge another Tesla with your Tesla. So like if somebody breaks down, they need more battery, that's an option. You could take your Cybertruck, they charge it up and they put their charger in your truck and charge up their electric car. So you can charge like literally anything that you need. And then it also has chargers throughout the truck. So yeah, that's some features that make it more useful as like a truck for like anybody who's like working, construction workers, stuff like that. But there's also some stuff that everyday drivers need, like shatter resistant glass. So in the first event, which released the Cybertruck, a ball was thrown at the window, and as a lot of you guys probably know, it's shattered. And now in the delivery event, they tried it again. I do have to admit, those throws did look really weak. So I don't. It's not like I think that it's not shatter resistant, but they didn't do a good way of proving that because the throws were weak. But I think as long as it can withstand like a pebble hitting your windshield and not cracking, I think that's really good. Especially because the Cybertruck now has the world's longest like glass panel on her car. As you know, like from the front windshield like all the way back, it's just like straight glass. And if a pebble was able to crack that, and then as you know, if your windshield ever got cracked before, as you know, it probably like starts to spread as you drive more, and that would be a big problem because one, we don't exactly know how much it will cost to repair this Tesla Cybertruck if the glass panel broke, especially since it's a special type of glass that's supposed to be shatter resistant. So if it ever did shatter, it might be pretty expensive because it's special glass and it's a big panel of glass. But yeah, so that is a thing, and I know a lot of people, like if you're driving behind like one of those 18-wheeler trucks and they shoot up a pebble when you're driving on the highway and it cracks your windshield, that is annoying because then you have to pay to get fixed. But apparently that won't be a problem with the Tesla Cybertruck. So we're having a lot of the trucks released already on the road, so we'll see. Like people are putting like a lot of updates online about them driving the Cybertruck, so let's see if it really works and if it's really shatter resistant. And supposedly someone shouldn't be able to like break your window if they get mad at you or try to break your window to get in your car and steal your stuff. So it is good to have shatter resistant glass, not only for people who are truck users but just everyday drivers. It is a good thing to have. It also has stainless steel exoskeleton, and because of the exoskeleton being that stainless steel, Cybertruck actually won't be able to be released in the UK because of like most cars, when you hit something it crumbles to like absorb the impact, but because this is stainless steel it won't crumble. So whatever car or whatever hits you, you'll be fine, but whoever hits you or whatever hits you will not be fine. So if a deer hits you, your car won't crumble to absorb the impact. The deer probably won't get back up like it usually would. And if you hit another car, your car will be completely fine, but they'll be hitting a steel wall, in essence, and that won't really be good for the other driver. So that's why they won't release it in the UK. But we're here in the United States. I guess it's a good thing because he said if you ever get into an argument with another car, you will win. And I do believe him when you say that because it is stainless steel. They'll be whoever hits you will be hitting a little steel wall. Your door, if they hit your hood, anything, all around the car, it's steel. And it also is apparently bulletproof. So if you ever needed to hide behind your door because of a shootout, which I'm not sure that's really likely, but if you ever needed to, your door is bulletproof. Not the window's not bulletproof. It's shatterproof, but I'm pretty sure after like a couple bullets it will break. But your door is what's bulletproof. So if you get shot at the door or the back or the front or anything on it, it apparently is bulletproof. So obviously a lot of people aren't probably going to go around testing that, but there is a video on YouTube of Tesla themselves testing it and having someone shoot a gun at the car, and obviously it has dents in it, but the bullets didn't go through, so that's a good thing. And just like why not have a bulletproof car? And actually for the price that they're selling it at, that's actually really good. But yeah, that's all the things that make it a good truck. So let's see what makes it a good sports car. Okay, so now we'll talk about what makes it a better sports car than a sports car. So it will be able to go from 0 to 60 in 2.6 seconds in beast mode. So that will be the fastest version of the car you can get, which would be the beast model. It will be able to go 0 to 60 in 2.6 seconds. And also the highest would be for the beast mode version. Obviously the beast mode is like, it is what it means, beast mode. It's the fastest, it's the best version of the Tesla Cybertruck you can get. So the fastest would be 845 horsepower, going 130 miles per hour. And they did a little video during their delivery presentation, and how it's faster than a 2023 Porsche 911 while towing a Porsche 911. So that's really fast, especially, I mean, because Porsche is like a race car, And it's just really fast sports car. But now they made like a little thing where the Tesla Cybertruck is faster than that while pulling it. So it's faster towing it than the 911 is by itself. So that's a pretty fast car. And now it is supposedly has more torque stiffness than like a McLaren car would. So it is a decent, I guess it's a good thing to have. It's a good option. I mean, it would be fun. But I can't see why you would want to race the truck though, to be honest. I mean, it's good to have that option, and yeah, it is a fun thing to have. But like going through your everyday life, you're gonna be able to like speed, because if you try doing that on a highway, most likely you get pulled over. But like I said, it is a good feature to have, a cool feature to have a little fun. You could take it to the track and race it, drag race other cars. I guess that would be fun to do. But yeah, it is a fast car. So if you're into having a fast car while having a truck, then Cybertruck is perfect for you. Literally, it's fast, but it's also really useful in day-to-day life as a truck. So when you combine more truck than truck, more sports car than sports car, you get Cybertruck. So yeah, that's what makes it a better sports car than a sports car. So let's see what makes it a Cybertruck. So what's unique to this? What makes it a Tesla Cybertruck? Alright, so now we'll talk about what makes a Cybertruck a Cybertruck. Okay, so for those of you guys who may not have known, at first when Tesla Cybertruck was released, it wasn't exactly street legal, because when it was originally released, it didn't have side mirrors. But as you can see now, it does have side mirrors. But the only catch is, they still have cameras there to use as side mirrors. And the reason for that is, your mirrors are detachable. So I'm not exactly sure if you'll get pulled over for detaching them. It might be illegal in some states, but some states might allow it. But at first it wasn't street legal because it didn't have side mirrors, but now it does have side mirrors. But the side mirrors are detachable, so you can take them off if you want that. And there are cameras there, still put in place to be used as side mirrors. And since we're talking about mirrors, one of the big things that a lot of people have noticed in the Tesla Cybertruck is that it doesn't have a rear view mirror. And that's because you can't, if you have your tailgate cover on, you can't see anything out your back window. And even when you have it down, it's a really, really small window, and the most of it is taken up by the bed of the truck. So even if you're looking out the window, a lot of that view is the bed of the truck. So even when you have the window, if you have your tailgate cover up, your vision is still obstructed. So instead of having a rear view mirror, which would be practically useless, because you can't see anything anyway, and instead of turning a rear view mirror into a camera like some cars have done, instead of having a backup camera and having it like just projected from your rear view mirror, they just completely just got rid of the rear view mirror, and now you have it on you have a huge screen. And so now even when you're driving forwards, even if you're in drive, it always just shows a feed of behind you on your screen. Since you can't just look up and glance up to see out the back, now you glance down to see out the back through your camera. So it does have a rear view camera, but instead of looking up to see it or behind you, you'll now look down. So when you're driving, it'll just be right there. It will always be shown for safety reasons. Obviously, you have to see what's behind you when you're driving. So instead of looking up, you just look down, and like always, you just look to your side for your side mirrors, and look just to the side for to see what's behind you when you're changing lanes and stuff like that. And so since it doesn't have a rear view mirror, you're probably wondering now what's there. Now all your gear selectors are there. So if you want to park, it'll be up there. Reverse, neutral, drive, everything will be up where your rear view mirror would usually be. So it just, in essence, it's just switch spots. Now instead of having your gear selector down here, we switch, is now up there. And instead of having your rear view mirror up here, it's now down here. So they just switch spots. So we'll see how people adjust to that. And it shouldn't be too hard, because now the Tesla Cybertruck, as a lot of people who have Teslas in general have complained about, it doesn't actually have like actual buttons But the Tesla Cybertruck now does have actual buttons, so you'll be able to actually feel a click when you're changing lanes, or when you're trying to put on your lane changer signals, or any of your buttons, volume up, stuff like that. You'll actually be able to feel the button. And now it's like an octagon-like kind of shaped wheel. It's not like a yoke wheel where it's like missing that top part. It's a full wheel, but it's not a circle. It's like an octagon shape. And it has this new technology. It's called steer by wire, and that basically means how far your wheels turn is completely depending on how fast you're going. So if you're going slow in a parking lot, and you turn just a little bit, your wheels will go far. That way you can maneuver around in the parking lot in tight spaces. That way your wheel does not turn like a complete circle like you would in like a regular car. It just turns like a little bit. So if you're like driving and you just turn a little bit, your wheels will turn a lot, so you could maneuver around small spaces in a parking lot, going at slow speeds. Now, if you're going at fast speeds, again, when you turn your wheel, you don't turn it full circle. You turn it just a little bit. But if you're like going on the highway and like there's like a bend, and you're going around the bend, then it turn a little bit, because you obviously don't want to turn a lot, then you'll flip off the road. So going at high speeds, they're at like 60-70 miles per hour. If you turn your wheel just a little bit, your wheels will turn only a little bit. That way you can just curve around the bend. So you won't have to you'll never have to turn your wheel fully in a Cybertruck. And it actually doesn't, because in a parking lot, you turn it a little, your wheels turn a lot. If you're going on a highway, turn a little, it turns a little. So it's completely dependent on your speed. But it does not turn a full 360 degrees, or just like you would in a regular car. You don't even have to move your hand. Literally just turn a little bit. So that's how it is. And apparently it does have the features like as a regular Tesla would, like I guess autopilot mode. So that's a cool thing to have. And let's see, what else makes a Cybertruck a Cybertruck? First of all, I know you guys probably wondering this prices. So what price is a Cybertruck? How can you get one, and how much would it cost? So the first entry model is not releasing next year. It will actually be releasing in 2025, but the entry model Tesla Cybertruck would be $60,000. That would be the rear wheel drive version of it, which will, like I said, will be releasing in 2025. Now the ones going out for delivery would be the all-wheel drive for $80,000 and the beast mode for $100,000. And that's just basic entry level. That's not adding any customization that you wanted, like battery packs, the wall charger, and stuff like that. So obviously adding that stuff will cost a little extra. That's the entry price. So $80,000 all-wheel drive, 2024. Beast mode, $100,000, also 2024. The only one that you can't buy right now is this. Well, you can buy, but it won't be delivered until 2025. As shown on the website, and that would be $60,000, 2025. So that's everything about the Tesla Cybertruck that makes it a Cybertruck. So another cool feature that it does have is ambient lighting throughout the whole cabin. It also has 15 speakers, like just all around the cabin. 15 speakers. It has an 18.5-inch infinity screen in the front. For entertainment, your camera, maps, all that stuff that you use while driving or when you're parked, and for entertainment and stuff like that. And then it has a 9-inch entertainment screen in the back where people can watch their videos, whatever you want for entertainment, whatever you use, play games, whatever, stuff like that. You have a 9-inch screen in the back. You can control that. It also has wireless chargers throughout the cabin. It will be in the front seats. And then it has 65-watt USB-C chargers. Obviously it has USB-C because a lot of things these days are powered by USB-C. Android's powered by USB-C. Your iPhone is now powered. If you have the iPhone 15, that's USB-C now. Newer versions of the AirPods, USB-C. If you have a Steam Deck, it's USB-C. If you have a Lenovo Go, that's USB-C. So everything now is USB-C. So it does have 65-watt USB-C chargers. So that's everything that we know about the Tesla Cybertruck now. Obviously I don't have the Tesla Cybertruck, so I can't go like showing you how it drives and stuff like that. But that's like all the new facts that were released about it. That's the majority of it. So that's it for today's video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and share the video. Give me a like if you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys next week. Peace.